One of the challenges that we come up against within financial services organisations is that the level of maturity potentially around the sort of marketing collateral and asset library that they might have is either really high or is maybe not quite mature enough to have an informed conversation around how we might implement a product like Dynamics Marketing. Where we as a partner start to come into play is that having implemented Dynamics Marketing before for financial services organisations, we have some insight into how we might inform that implementation. So scenarios where, for example, there are complex customer journeys that need to be mapped and understood in advance, where there may in fact be regulatory demand for things that almost fly in the face of a marketing platform. So if you look at a typical marketing automation platform might have deduplication built in. But actually from a financial services or a regulatory perspective, we might be looking at having to have duplicate contacts for particular communication reasons. Those things we have experience of implementing for other organisations, which helps us drive that analysis phase and actually engage early on, mapping out those processes so that we can start to look at putting those into place and bringing marketing teams on that journey. So regardless of their level of maturity, we are looking at training them all the way through that process so that the tool becomes second nature, that we're not doing the majority of the work, that we're in a place where we are configuring that system together and making sure that all knowledge is being transferred over to those end users, which is really, really key, because as a system, a lot of the power is in the user's hand. So the customer journeys that we might map are things that they would do going forward. The forms that they may fill in, that they create, or we might create as part of an implementation, they will create going forward because the tool empowers them to do that. But that only works if they know how to use it. So our process is about making sure that we all go on that process together, and a marketing implementation is usually one where there is not lots of front-end implementation. It's more about actually understanding what those processes are going to be so that we can make any customizations that are required. And then after that, it's about holding hands and working all the way to the end and actually making sure that it works for both them and their customers. So if you want to find out more about this, you can have a look at the FSI Hub on the Incremental website, or in fact, connect with me directly on LinkedIn.